dyan pa rin talaga.
Well, you go back to what Coach Chot said, that if not for a call that they feel did not go their way, they go on and win that game, probably even go on and win a Grand Slam. But the thing is, there are lessons to be learned. If you're talking Tex, ang iniisip mo ngayon, you do not allow that situation to happen again. You do not allow games to be in the hands of other factors other than yourself. So you become a better ball club. You don't allow maybe referees call, bad breaks to happen to you. Kaya nakita natin, even already a mature Talk and Text squad maturing even more and becoming more dominant in this year.
Coming off that Philippine Cup Championship, their third in a row. Etong Talk and Text got off on the wrong foot here in the Commissioner's Cup. Lost to Meralco in their opening assignment, pero patuloy ang paglakas ng signal nila in their last two games.
Yeah, it's like kakabukas mo lang ng telepono mo, kumukuha pa ng signal yung telepono mo, and it gets stronger and stronger, finally gets the right signal. That's what's happening to Talk and Text. You cannot take away or discount the fact that they won a championship and they won it via sweep. It's so hard to flip that on switch right away and be 100% for the next conference. They slipped in the first game, they didn't want to go 0-2, and they've come back real strong.
Ang makakalaban naman nila, etong defending Commissioner's Cup champions na San Mig Coffee Mixers. They opened their campaign dito sa Commissioner's Cup by losing by 4, playing without an import. Tapos pagkakalaban nila ang Petron, sumama lalo, 25 puntos sa Gintalo with Matt Rogers, and then on the debut of Denzel Bowles, natalo by 28 points.
It's strange, but the closest game that they actually had was without an import. They come in with an import, they get blown out by Petron, pagkatapos yan, blown out even further by Rainer Shine nung dumating si Denzel Bowles. But if you ask for one word to describe how the San Mig Coffee Mixers are playing, very simple, decaf. No energy whatsoever. They have to be able to find energy. Yung konting tapang dun sa timpla nila.
Yung huli na nga nakalaban nila yung nemesis nila na Rainer Shine, and they welcome back Denzel Bowles to the PBA in a really rude way, Jason.
It is tough to put so much pressure or to put the Messiah tag dito kay Denzel Bowles because galing siya ng injury. People have to realize that he has not played in quite some time, and it is so difficult. No matter how talented you are, it is very difficult to get better or to be 100% of your capability in day number 1. Yan sabi niya, he's not trying to make excuses, pero disappointed siya dun sa laro na yun. He had a bad game, but all in all, Denzel Bowles, if you look at yung komperensya na naglaro siya dito, he got better as the season went on. And that is what Eto San Mig Coffee is looking for from him. But the problem is, this is a different scenario because right now they're already 0-3 and the clock is ticking for him to get better and for the rest of his teammates.
Lalong-lalo na dahil makakatapat niya for this particular Super Bowl Sunday, tila isang perfect fit para naman dito sa tropa, and we are talking of course about Keith Benson.
For Talk and Text, they don't really need an import that it will be so dominant. But you know what? Pag tinignan mo yung numero ni Keith Benson, that's pretty dominant. 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks. But he has done it in a uber efficient way. And that's what they're hoping for. This is already a very strong all-Filipino squad. Tapos nadagdagan pa ng import na magja-gel lang doon sa gusto lang gawin. A team that's going to be very hard to beat.
Nandiyan talaga pa rin sila sa likod ng koponan nila.
And it's a very good attitude for their fans. Bakit? When you're actually slipping, pag hindi ka nananalo, all the more that you need fan support para buhayin yung team mo.
This ball game now underway. The blue shirts of Talk and Text getting first crack at the basket. Sin Castro may tangan ng bola. They swing it over. Williams over to Reyes. Talk and Text sharing that leather. Familiar pattern para sa nila. Ryan Reyes drops it through.
San Mig Coffee better be ready because Talk and Text is going to play with a mission. This is going to be a team with a mission to erase the stigma of that Game 7.
Hindi lang naman si Coach John Reyes, yung dati nilang coach siya nga nagbigay ng kanyang opinion about this particular game. Even their own players that are on the active roster right now, looking forward to this one as San Mig misses. Here comes Talk and Text.
And people might say, bakit naglaban naman sila nung Philippines Cup? Naglaban sila ng Governors. No, this is different because the guy that put this game into overtime is back in the fold para sa San Mig Coffee, which is Denzel Bowles.
Denzel Bowles asking for a turnaround jumper. little too strong. Kelly Williams para sa rebound. Kelly Williams has only played 2 games para sa Tropang Texas out of the 3 so far in the Commissioner's Cup. He might be also one of those guys on a mission as Ryan Reyes buries that 3 dahil siya yung napituan ng foul doon. Speaking of Kelly Williams.
Could skip past the part of Jason Castro there.
James tracking on the baseline. Hindi pa rin siya mapasahan. Reyes doing a good job denying big game. Bulls looking at Ping. Dun sa poste. They go to defense. 5 to shoot para sa mga nakaputi ng Sandy Coffee. JDV jump hook na baby ng Bagya. Kelly Williams gets it over to Dillinger. Reyes bobbles, recovers. JD. Ayaw kumagat ni Ping kung sa dami ng fake na ginamit niya. They go to Benson underneath. Here's Dillinger for a 3. No good. Defense para sa rebound. 2 minutes into the action, Sandy Coffee still looking for their first points of the game. Ingris puts it up. Nilawa pa rin na ring. Sandy Coffee continues to struggle putting points on the board. One of the worst teams right now here in the Cubs Cup in terms of scoring per game. After the Friday nila, James Young finally gets them on the board.
He's been getting his points in the first quarter of games. Speaking of James Yap, the bigger concern is actually what you get after the first quarter. Pagkatapos siya bumubo, tapos magbalik niya.
Contra Rainer Shine, 8 puntos ang inimbag ni James in quarter number 1. They only had a total of 65 over at the Boa Arena as Keith Benson scores his first bucket. 7-2 na sa ating talan, 3 minutes into the action. Maroka gets it over to James. Reyes on him, they want that isolation. James fading away off the turnaround, no go. Benson gets it over to Castro. Now na si Reyes at si Dillinger. Castro to JD. Di mubra para dun sa Samurai na yun.
Yeah, Talking Tex is going to try and test that transition defense of Sandvik Coffee, which failed them in their last game against Rainer Shine.
Devon's at the post. Dillinger to beat. Niluwa pa rin na ring Jason, pero this time si Devon's may 2 free throws. Parang may takip yung ring halos na yung Sandy over at that side. Ilang tira na nila ang kumalog palabas.
Yeah, you might say that, but also, all in all, what you want to see are good shots. The Mark Pingrich shot was a good shot. The Joe Devan shot was a good shot. But there's more problems as a coach pag nakikita mo nagmimintis off of bad shots, but if it's working through the system and then you miss, eventually papasok din yan because they're good shots.
Devans comes up with a split. Apat pa rin ang abante ng tropa. Dillinger hesitates. Trying to use his speed against Ingrid. Sakuragi keeping it step with Dillinger. Natawagan ng 3 seconds.
You can actually choose 3 seconds or traveling because he actually pulled his pivot foot. Now the thing is, they want to get into that paint, and when they get into the paint, find someone to pass to. Good job on the part of Sunmake Coffee, of the players outside, to deny yung mga gustong pasahan ni Jared Dillinger.
Devon sa poste. He wants to attack Dillinger. Kung si Dillinger, feeling niya kayang-kaya niya si JDB on one end. JDB naman has the height over JD dito sa kabilang dulo. Ping maglalabas ng bola. Less than 8 minutes remaining sa ating opening quarter. Look at Kelly Williams sagging off para hindi mapunta kay JDB ang bola. Bowles forced to put it up. Dillinger for the rebound. Reyes off the crossover. Goes glass for the 2.
He's playing really well dito sa ating unang 4 minutes and a half. He's been the most aggressive one for all the Talking Tex players in terms of going and getting to the basket.
7 of the 9 points para dito sa tropa galing kay Ryan Reyes. Talking Tex, as usual, 5 guys averaging in double figures as James Yap now has 4 of the 5 points para dito sa mga magkakape. the score para dito sa TNT. Misses on that one horribly. Baroka lang sa court, nandun si Ping. Pero ang bilis din ang depensa ng mga naka-asul. Castro caught reaching in kontra kay Baroka.
That's a matchup. That's gonna be a tough one, a nice one. Look at Ryan Reyes. He's been doing it inside and he's done it outside. But James Yap says, kung suscore ka sa akin, ginagawa rin kita sa kabila. But it's nice that Ryan Reyes is having to pinapatrabaho niya rin si James Yap doon sa kabila.
At dahil dalawa na ang personal foul na nakuha ni Jason Castro, pinalitan muna siya ng kapitan ng tropa na si Jimmy Alapag. Devon sa poste na naman. Bobbles, recovers, shovels it over to Bowles. Pingris picks it up, 6 to shoot para dito sa Sandy Coffee. Bowles back to Ping. Thwarted by the defense of Talk and Text. 6 at kalahati minuto natin tira sa quarter number 1.
Not a bad turnover because that's a turnover na nag-share ng basketball itong Sandy Coffee.
Reyes with a long two. Matalas this time around. Ping para sa rebound. James attacking Reyes sa kabilang dulo. One-hander. Oh, ayaw. Balls underneath. Finally scoring his first 2 points. Coach Norman Black has seen enough. San McCoffey has creeped to within 2 points. Timeout muna para sa tropa. So many questions surrounding the face of the PBA big game, James Yap. He is averaging 19 points per ball game, pero katulad nga ng binanggit mo na, Jason, he gets those mostly in the first half, if not the first 3 quarters. Para malaman naman natin kung ano nga ba ang sitwasyon dito kay James Yap. Balikan natin si Jessica.
Mag-go for the record. Sabi ni Doc Rafi Sanchez ng San Mig Coffee, James Yap has been experiencing pain in his hip flexor on and off for some time. Lumala daw last Thursday, stretching nila for some time. Tapos Friday, parang okay naman. That's why nakapaglaro siya sa first half. Although, sumakit ulit for the second half. Sabi ni James, the pain was at 7 out of 10. And unfortunately, Doc Rafi said he cannot say for sure whether that is the same reason kung bakit bawas ang minuto ni James towards the second half of the first 2 games this conference, guys.
Thank you, Jessica. Yan kaya mga tipo ng injury. Pagka nanlamig ka, mahihirapan ka mag-restart. Dahil usually ang first half maganda. Pagka naupo sa dugout ng halftime, nawawala siya sa second half.
And what you also want to find out is what kind of injury is it? Is it a resting injury? Is it an operation injury? That's also for the benefit of James na pag maglaro ba ako, lalala ba to o pwede namang ilaro?
James picks up his first personal foul sa atake niyang yon. And this is what was going on inside the dugout before this game, Jason. Yep, getting that hip worked on by their trainers. Terry now part of the 5, losing it to JDB. Devon's being chased down, goes the other way.
So you play good defense, you will usually be rewarded. Magandang depensa ng San Mig Coffee. Lots of guys with active hands leading to that turnover.
Devon's one of those guys na gusto ng San Mig Coffee na magsimula na pumatong dito, averaging just under 6 points per ball game. And this time, using his hustle, using his long limbs to get a hand on that leather.
And they're going to need guys like Joe Devan, maybe PJ Simon, who's coming in right now because there's not enough scoring dito sa simula ng komperensyang ito para sa San Mig Coffee.
Yang si PJ Simon, napansin ko rin nung Friday at the half at the MOA Arena, todo stretching din ginagawa sa kanya, nakadapa pa siya, so seems like something's bothering PJ Simon as well. Tignan natin here in this game, he has recovered. Less than 5 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. 12-9 is the score. San Mig can come to within 1, maybe even tie it with a 3. Bowles against RDO. Denzel Bowles ginawang asitahan si Del Campo.
You'd like to see him go all the way to the post, but if he can be successful from 15 in with that jump shot, it's very hard to imagine na masusupalsal siya ni Ranidel mula doon sa labas.
Bilis ng balasa ng tao ni Coach Norman Black. Corner share. Del Campo, carry, baseline J, wala. Dito si Alapag at si Benson. PJ Simon couldn't quite get a handle on it. Away from play, there is a foul. Carry na huling din ulap. Etong si Monster Bowles.
number 4, Talking Text.
Fourth team foul yan para dito sa Pocket Next. Nadalawa pa lang para si Sandy Coffee. Wala nang 4 na minuto natin tira sa ating unang yugto. Defense against Gary. Wanting to take him off the dribble. Now at the post. JDV 2 to shoot. Forced to pass it out. Putukan sila ng Bendo.
It's not a good possession because that ball actually landed sa kamay ni Joe Defense at about the 13-second mark. And from then on, nag-one-on-one lang sila, very far from what we were seeing mula sa San Mig in the start of this game, kung saan yung bola umiikot at marami nakakahawak.
Talk and Text, their defense holding up, refusing to surrender the lead. Dito si Sandy Coffee, carry, nice pass from Alapag.
Nice pass from Jimmy and also a nice screen on the part of Benson para hindi siya mahabol ni Denzel Bowles.
Balik sa tatlo ang abante ng tropa. Sakuragi surveys the floor. Simon tracking on the baseline. Devon slides it up. Punches it through. Long to lang para dito kay JDV.
Just reading the defense. PJ Simon goes back, sucks in the defense, and then there's enough space para kay Joe Defense to take that shot. That's an assist and a basket.
Bonasher passing it off to Benson. Balog lang palabas yung tira na yun. Baroka looking to slice through. Door shot on him by Carey. Here's Bowles stepping into an 18-footer. Fingers trying to keep it alive. Goes out of bounds in favor of Team NT. 2:46 natin tira sa quarter number 1. Isang abante ng tropa. Naman tayo bumalik sa aksyon. Pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga radio partners. 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR 918 AM Sports Radio. Benji Santiago and Zaldi Perez having the call of the action for this Super Bowl Sunday. Talk and Text has led right from the get-go. They remain on top by 1-14-13. Mag-umargin po kasama natin si Jason Webb together with Jessica Mendoza in yung trio para sa ball game na ito. Leo Campo puts his head on the floor. Down, loses that leather. PJ Simon dribbling behind his back, looking for the Sakuragi. Corner Chef takes it away. Alapag on the move, pulls on him. Del Campo wanting to attack yung bagong pasok na si Alex Palyari. Carry, trying to fancy pass papunta sana kay Benson. It ends up with Simon. DJ in trouble. Kay Christine, hawak din si Simon. 2-minute warning ng ating quarter number 1 as Sammy goes to Denzel Bowles. Pull-up jumper off the glass. Oh, good. Jimmy to Benson on the run. At napatama pa ni Pignon sa binte ni Benson.
It's all about hustle. You know, sometimes you think wala ka na magagawa. It's an excellent pass right here, but Binger's just not giving up on the play. May have gotten some hand there as well, but then no foul on the part of the referees. The ball goes in their direction.
Rafi Rivas pumasok for the first time para dito si Sandy Coffee. Pinagpahinga muna si Denzel Bowles. Rivas, nice hold. Fingers picks it up, and on the pass there is a foul. RDO whistle for his first personal. Yun na Horda checks in para naman dito kay Ping.
Look at the second unit para sa San Big Coffee. You know, most of the time that they've had together has actually got to be practice time and a little bit of game time. So when they're on the floor, it's a matter of trying to figure out sino bang titira, sino papasahan, what is the pace that we're gonna run with.
Alapag slicing through, finding Gary, has it slapped away. Harvey not giving up on it. Gets it back out to his partner, Jimmy. Here's a three.
It's just too much space right there. I mean, when Jimmy's right on the line, you have to make him move away from it because that's his comfort zone.
Palyari to Devance. Architect scrambling around, not allowing Sandvik any open looks. Devance to Simon, pull-up jumper. PJ delivers.
Not shot well throughout this conference. I mean, it's a short sample, pero kailangan uminit ni PJ if San Miguel Coffee wants to be successful.
RD over a 3. All board. Rafi Rivas gets it over to Malyari. Now na si Devance, hindi nila nakita. Malyari against Alapag. Rivas pleading for it. Nandiyan na si Aloseni, bantay niya. Pull-up jumper, Nahorda delivers the 2 points. This now is the first deadlock of this game. Shot time para dito sa Tonkin Tex. 3 fouls to give para sa San Miguel Coffee. 4 to shoot. Alapag with a long one.
Hey, lucky to get away with that one was San Miguel Coffee. You know that he's already put his head down. You gotta give up that foul knowing that you have 3. But you know, nonetheless, Magu, etong first quarter natin, an excellent one. And you can almost say, an excellent continuation to sa last game 7.
Biyahe ng Barangay Active.
I actually had them, Barangay Active was actually in Parañaque just today. And yesterday, we actually had them in Dongalo, San Dionisio, Baclaran, as well as San Isidro. And then next week, they're coming back to Parañaque. So I want to thank Active as well as the PBA for bringing the PBA superstars right to the barangay.
Buti ba sa inyo nagpunta na? Pwede bang hindi sa barangay namin? Pwede bang sa bahay ko magpunta mismo?
Uy, may crush na PBA player.
Jason opens the scoring dito sa ating second quarter, and San Miguel now has their first taste of the lead, Jason.
We were asking, ano mangyayari kung nagpalitan tayo sa San Miguel Coffee? So far, the second unit, this mix of the second unit, not a bad mix so far para dito sa San Miguel Coffee.
Chance of defense from the San Miguel Coffee faithful in attendance. Aluseni, shake, big, wala. Ponacher saves it. Ranidel bumps into his own man, gets the basket, may kasama pang foul. He's pushed from behind, kaya naman siya tumangga. Harvey Caddy. Look at the hustle of Larry Ponacher. Ayaw na si Devance, tinulang si Gary. Kaya naman nasa kasana niya, si RDO. How about Larry Ponacher, Jason? He's the leading local rebounder ng Dog Index. Yung import nila 16 per game. Si Ponacher kulang-kulang 7.
That just shows that in this squad, dito sa Talk and Text, you do what is necessary. You do yung pwede mong magawa. Kung paano ka makakatulong. Kung maging free throws yan that you have to make, rebounds, steals, assists. Everyone is willing to chip it.
Horda on the move, wanting to attack RDO. Leo in trouble, gets it over to Denzel Bowles, putting on a variety of moves. Denzel drops it through. Kasama ng dalawa sa section na Malyari, Rivas, and Simon. Ponacher para sa TNT, kasama si Deo Campo. Carry, Aluseni, and Alapag. Nice pass coming from Harvey.
Yes, good ball movement on their part. You see that the defense already going to Harvey Carey and able to give that last second pass.
Malyari has to reset this attack. Nahorda mula sa kanto. EJ, well covered by Ponacher. Malyari for 3. No good. Aluseni para sa rebound. Pinupulga agad ni Alapag. Napalakas lang ang pasa. Malyari to Simon. He lines it up. No go para kay PJ.
I almost felt that he needed that one just to continue yung kumpiyansa dahil maganda na yung shooting niya so far doon sa first quarter. San Miguel Coffee, they need 3. They struggled all season long.
San Miguel Coffee before tonight, Jason, only has a grand total of 12 3-point shots.
Out of how many attempts?
55. Ganun ba din yun?
And tonight I believe Magud are 0 out of 2.
PJ Simon, one of those guys struggling. 1 of 10 before tonight, 0 for 1 na here in this game. Malyari will unleash it against the shot clock. Nahorda keeps it alive. He's in trouble. Gets it out to Bowles. Denzel slapping suave for those 2 points.
So he's extended that outside shot of his a bit. Before we would see him maybe doon sa wing banda ang tira niya. And seems malayo-layo pas kumalayo yung range ni Denzel.
Hindi natin nakita yung mga ganyang jumper o halos ganyang jumper. Nung overtime period na, nung game 7, ang kalaban nila, etong tropa. Look at this, Jason. First, it was talk and text, moving that leather around. Gary locating Aluseni. Si Denzel Bowles making the pay. Kick out pass din yun. Galing naman, kinakonta. Palitan ng tao. James Yap back on the floor. Ryan Reyes redeployed also by Coach Norman Dagas. Jared Dillinger back to pass on them with a sack right three.
And when you look at talk and text and you push it back even to the playoffs, to the conferencia, it seems every time they need a big shot, they're able to make it. The grand total outside of the Alaska series, the grand total of 3 losses or 4 losses the entire year.
Oh, they went into the playoffs with only 2 losses in the Philippine Cup.
Actually, Alaska lang ang may magandang record sa kanila dahil tinalo sila nung elimination, nanalo pa dun silang dalawa dun sa serye.
Talkatex will be taking on Alaska this coming Friday, if we're not mistaken.
Early on, you can see that the class of this conference, when you look at the standings, it does tell a story of it. Alaska, syempre, Talkatex, syempre, at saka yung Rainerstein, because Rainerstein could also have been 3-0. Naalala mo, hinabol lang sila ng Alaska dun sa unang laban nila. Those 3 teams looking good so far. Don't forget Barako Bulls right there. And it's a surprise of this conference.
Tied for second place right now. 3 wins and a solitary loss. Ang kanilang import kasama natin sa Active Center when we head back at the half. And Denzel Bowles, huling-huli na yata yung range dito. Sabi niya, yung MOA, hindi ako sanay dyan eh. Itong big dome, kabisado ko to.
Actually, it was the first time na nakalaro siya sa MOA, yung huling outing nila. And also, one thing that is happening for him, he's getting to nice spots on the floor in rhythm yung mga tira niya.
Somewhere in the broad room, Nico Halili is smiling because Jerwin Gako is getting some burn time here. Malyari on the catch. Gets it back over to Rivas. San Mig Coffee not looking like the San Mig Coffee we saw in their first 3 outings.
They're not scoring, they don't have a big scoreline so far, but the energy, yung mas importante yun eh. Yung energy nila, nakikita mo, they're matching up very well with their opponents in terms of energy.
Castro for 3. Nahuli ni Malyari. Kako na magtatawid ng bola rito. James for 3. Matalas, rebound Benson. Sama niya 6 na Castro, Reyes, Aluseni, and Dillinger. Look at the blur! Just turn it on! Gets the basket, may bonus free throw pang parating para kay Castro.
Shifting speed, the ability to go from first gear straight to fourth gear. Iwan ang kalaban, easy layup para kay Jason Castro.
Explosiveness to Jason Castro, proving deadly here as he shoves Talkatex back up by 1. First 3-point set para dito kay the Blur. Less than 7 minutes remaining before we return to the Active Center. Yap to Devons, nice roll.
Kita mo, ang dami nakikita natin yan, mga pasa on the part of San Mig Coffee. When they move the basketball, that's when they get their easy basket. A cheap foul was going to go to James Yap, right? Good, yeah. First of all, it's just a good look. Nice pass on his part. Weak side help and coming in late para dito sa Talkatex. That might be the last we'll see of James Yap in this quarter.
James Yap picking up his 3rd personal foul. PJ Simon back on the floor para kay Coach Tim Cohn. Tabla ating labanan sa 29. PJ and Discarte. Kako back to PJ. Gets it to Devons. San Mig Coffee looking for the opening. Malyari has 4 to work with. He unleashes a 3. Alex, kumalog palabas. Kako underneath is clobbered. And he will shoot to the line for 2 shots.
That's the second century on the top of 10. 3 shots for Jeremy Gacko.
Not a lot expected from Jerwin Gacko, but the expectation that the coaching staff has is that yung energy ng team hindi pwedeng bumaba habang nagpapalit ng tao. That's why Jerwin's on the floor. That some toughness has to remain on the floor for their team.
2 for 2 for Jerwin Gacko. Energy guys, mga masisipag lalo sa ensayo and in limited minutes will always have a spot here in the PBA.
As long as you're a guy that is coachable and you're also willing to do the things that is expected.
Heath Benson with a nasty throwdown right in front of that Sandvik defense. Ties it up at 31. Bulls babawi sa kabilang dulo. Step back jumper. Denzel delivers.
That is a pretty move. Ang hirap nun. Nice step back to get separation. It's hard enough na ang tira ni Denzel, napakalobo. Pag umatras pa siya, it's almost impossible to block.
Dex turns it over. Ito si Denzel Bowles, natabla na. Yung naging production niya nung nakaraang Biyernes sa MOA Arena.
You want to see quality import? Benson on one end, that's straight to the rim. But you don't have to go straight to the rim. You can try to be a little bit prettier. Nice step back. 2 points on one end for Benson, 2 points on the other para kay Bowles.
33-31. Itong Sandvik Coffee Mixers now in the lead behind the inspired play of Denzel Bowles. Pero si Keith Benson hindi rin naman magpapahuli dito kay Monster Bowles ng Sandvik Coffee.
You know what happens, Magu, when you have an import that plays inspired basketball, when you say inspired, it means na meron kang ini-inspire, and it's a local that get inspired pag maganda laro ng import.
Hindi nagkaintindihan si Malyari at si Gacko sa uling pagkakataon na yun, and Ryan Reyes makes him pay.
Worst scenario, you come off in timeout, you have ball possession. What you want to see is at least get a quality look. Worst case scenario is yung pagka-turnover mo pa.
Para naman malaman natin ano nangyayari sa kampo ng TNT, puntahan natin si Jessica Mendoza.
As usual, defense ang pinag-usapan nila sa huling huddle. Keith Benson was instructed to be more aggressive in challenging Denzel Bowles' shots. And since maganda na nga yung ikot ng bola ng Sandvik Coffee, they were also told to watch out for those handoffs, to play better defense on those handoffs, guys.
Thank you, Jessica. Jerwin Gacko is back at the line for 2 shots. Third personal foul has been slapped on Jared Dillinger.
Third personal foul, and also para kay Jerwin Gacko, that's 4 points. 4 points that you did not expect na papasok dyan. And that's on both ends. That's a big bonus para sa Sandvik Coffee. On the flip side, with your coach Norman, you didn't see that in your chart, in your yung sabi natin listahan kung sinong gagawa.
Kelly Williams ran into a brick wall with the number 21 tagged on it. Ang problema, hindi naman makakapitalize at the Sandvik Coffee as they turned it over. Yung atake ni Williams, oh. Denzel Bowles just holding his ground. Castro over to Benson. He shows us his range. Oh! Kelly nang gigigil dito, Jay.
And if you watch us from the first game, alam mo, bugbog na yung ring sa dami ng mga dunks.
35-33, Talkitex down by 2. Reyes to Castro on that left wing. The blur misses the 3. Benson underneath against 3. Loses it in midair. Baroka backstopping for the white shirts. Gets it over to Bowles. Kelly Williams was not about to be part of that poster, making Denzel earn his 2 points.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Norman, you're okay with that because they ran the same play earlier when James Yap went through that pick and roll, and then walang kumuha dun sa tao pinasahan ni James Yap kanina, which was so advanced. This time around, better transition on the part of the personnel of Talk and Text. Make the players earn it from the free throw line.
Denzel misses on the second. Tatlo ang abante ng Sandvik Coffee.
He's already nearing his totals dun sa huling laro. He's already got 13 and 11.
Lampas na sa scoring, yung rebounding, malapit na rin. Ryan Reyes, quick release. Gacko doing enough to bother him. Baroka didiskarte sa kabilang dulo. Baroka in traffic, gets it to Gako. Reyes on him. Sherwin wanting to attack, shovels it out. They swing it down low sa kabilang dulo. Bowles against Benson, pull-up jumper. Denzel delivers. (38-33), San Coffee now building a 5-point lead, forcing Coach Darnell Black into this timeout. Showing us his new arsenal here in 2013, inspiring his team to a 5-point lead, 38-33. Jay's been doing it from all over the place, 7 of 11 so far.
And, you know, it was a nightmare for a lot of Talk and Text players yung ginawa ni Denzel Bowles in game number 7. But you know what? He is making them relive it right now with the performance that he's showing here in the first half.
3.5 minutes remaining bago tayo bumalik sa active center. Special guest natin, si Evan Brock ng Barangay Energy. Coach Jojo Lastimosa and Aaron Atayde, of course, will be joining us as well as Jason Castro cuts his deficit to 3. Simon looking for Bowles once again. Benson on him. Denzel has had his number so far. This time around, he's fouled, pero before the shot daw yun, sideline inbound. First personal pa lang naman para dito sa import ng tropa.
With the way that Denzel is shooting, his defender is primed for a ball fake on a shot, and he can get through real quickly because you have to jump early para masupalpal siya, or at least give yourself a chance dahil sa grabe yung lobo ng tira niya.
Look at this battle between Pingris and Reyes. Bago pa man matanggap ni Pingris yung bola, grabe na yung bakbakan nila. Penalty na ang Talk and Text, which means 2 free throws para kay Sakuragi.
It looks like Coach Norman, it might adjust because may kalakihan yung lineup ng San Mig Coffee. They're just gonna bring a guy that is can give them at least some post presence at the moment. You can see when San Mig Coffee goes too big, we've seen kanina Joe Devans, may poste-poste, kanina naman napansin natin may kaliitan bumabantay sa kanya. He too is the one that goes to that mid post or even to that all the way deep post.
Saan ang 3 minuto na titira sa ating first half. Castro against Baroka, blowing by him, doubler all the way to the hole.
That's just unfair because Mark Baroka is a pretty quick guy, but nawala si Mark Baroka sa bilis. Pero si Jason Castro,
8 puntos na para dito kay Castro off that as San Mig Coffee requests for a 30-second timeout. 39-37, defensive adjustments pa pag-uusapan dito. Kasi sinabi unfair na play.
That's just unfair. But you know, you're asking what's gonna happen or pag-usapan ng San Mig Coffee, or you see Jason Castro again just beating his man. One of the things that I'm sure San Mig Coffee wants to make sure of is they're having this good feeling, a feeling which they have not had for 3 games in this conference. They're having this good feeling, and you'd like to take that to the locker room. You don't want to be susceptible to a run here by Talk and Text, because if Talk and Text has a good run here, you're gonna come into that locker room at nabura na. Lahat ng pakiramdam mo na it might be their best first half of the conference.
And para makabalita pa tayo for more on Jason Castro, balikan natin si Jessica.
Mag-uusabi ni Jimmy Alapag sa akin kanina, they're in a better position to play dito sa Commissioner's Cup this year than they were last year, just because the guys are more committed, seeing in the best condition they can be. And one of those guys definitely is Jason Castro, is playing better and is in better shape than he was a year ago, guys.
Coming off a best player of the conference citation pa, etong si Thurs. Pero while Jessica was reporting, TJ Simon has locked in his second 3-pointer of the Commissioner's Cup.
First of the game for the team. But you know where that started? Kasi nakita nga nila si Ping, pwede siyang gumamit doon sa ilalim. Started out at getting the ball underneath, deep, and then finding an open teammate outside.
Reyes babawi. Couldn't dial it in. Ingris and Benson crashing to the floor. Right after that play.
Well, love Keith Benson. Ang lamig ng puso niya. He just, no emotion whatsoever. You can see this is a good battle right here.
Double foul whistled on both players there, Pingris and Benson. Tayo nga. Anyari? Wala lang. Sabi lang. Naglutan, hapakan talaga. Naging bakbakan doon. And pati naman si Ping, relax lang. Taas kagad ng kamay. Kaya jump ball to at center court. Pocket prevails, down by 5 points. Wala nang 2 minuto na titira sa ating first half. Castro gets into the corner. RDO. This is the 3. Ryan Reyes over Simon for the Kalawit rebound.
And twice Talk and Text are really putting in yung effort para makuha yung offensive rebound. That's why this is already going to be their third crack at the basket. Itong baba na to.
Reyes for 3. Doesn't work. Benson underneath. Ginagambala ni Baroka at Bulls. Keith Benson gets his 2 points.
And Talk and Text, too good a team nang bigyan ng ganung karaming pagkakataon. That's a number of offensive rebounds. And that's yung dun sa baba lang na yun.
Pingris pleading for it, wanting to attack Reyes. There we go! Ping off the spin, gets the basket.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup for Ryan Reyes. Ryan Reyes, probably one of the stronger, if not the strongest off guards we have in the league. But Mark Pingris busts this to 6'5" guys that are about 220 pounds. So Mark Pingris doesn't only have the height advantage, he also has the strength advantage.
Iluwalangan ng ring yung kanyang bonus free throw. So the lead of Sandvik remains at 5. Poketex led by as much as 6 in the early goings of this game. It's been that tight here at the Pico. Castro with a getaway. Everything but the shots sa pagkakataon niya.
And they can't find a guy that can actually stop. Ito si Jason Castro. Speaking of San Miguel, well, actually the entire league has not found a guy to stop. Ito si Jason Castro.
Joe Devons picks up the personal. Dalawa yan para sa kanya. How about James Yap? He's been sitting on the bench because of foul trouble. Binanggit na natin, he's been effective in their first 3 games, usually in the first half. Hindi kaya maging blessing in disguise to na limited minutes siya ngayon sa first half, baka maraming matira for the second.
Yet to be seen, but here is a miscommunication on the part of Talk and Text back, but that is a bullet dodge. That happens because nagpalit sila ng tao itong Talk and Text because they became big para ma-match yung size ng Sunday Coffee, but that they did not talk kung sinong kukuha kanina.
But check out the heads-up play coming from Jason Castro. Slapping that leather off the knee of Joe Devons. Coach Norman wanting a 30-second timeout, just over half a minute remaining sa ating second quarter as they look to inch closer. 44-39 na nasa ating talaan. Let's try and listen in to Coach Norman.
Coming for one place. Now 2 bigs right here. Big. This is just for a second, please, son. With the basketball. Fake and go out. Walk your man in. 1, 2. We're looking for Jimmy right here. Okay, right here. You got a ball fake, huh? Okay. Hey,
so with 13 seconds remaining on their shot clock, ang naintindihan ko, Jimmy at that right corner, yun ang hanapin nila.
Yeah, that's going to be that first option.
Pinaupo na dito si Bulls. Both teams in the penalty. Referee was back on the floor. So Nasher pinasok din para naman kay Carey. They go to the corner. Jimmy to RDO. Then to shoot. Combo stretches. Benson is there for the stick back.
Yeah, tahimik na tahimik si Benson, but he's been effective. 10 points and 9 rebounds so far.
44-41. Slight differential between the quarter clock and the shot clock. Sandvik can actually offer the last possible attempt as long as it's in the air by the time their shot clock goes off. 5 on the shot clock. Simon against Castro, bothered. And he turns it over. Jason Castro holding his own.
Yeah, PJ's actually saying that he's being caged in by Jason Castro. Can't turn.
Here's the blur. In a hurry. Long 3. No good. Para dito kay Castro. Couldn't tie the game. So at the end of the first 24 minutes of action, it is Sandvik Coffee up by 3. 44-41. What a battle we have witnessed. Swabe. silent operator ang import ng talking text na si Keith Benson, pero very efficient nga katulad na sinabi ni Jason Webb. Monster Bowls naman showing us a little bit more from his arsenal, knocking down their perimeter jumpers, and PJ Simon starting to get going here in his fourth game, kaya lamang ng tatlo ang kanyang koponan. So let's see if San Mig Coffee can sustain this against the mighty Tropang Texters. This third quarter now underway. Joe Devance attacking Dillinger right away. Baroka gets it over to Ping. Nandiyan din si Nabols and Yap. Pingris gets those 2 points.
And they've seen something that they like, talking about San Mig Coffee. Napapansin nila because they're playing big. They feel that either Pingris or Joe Devance can post up the small forward of the opposing side. And ever since they've gone there, they've had a lot of success.
A lot of adjustment naman sa starting unit ni Coach Norman Black dito. Ranical de Ocampo now part of this 5. He turns it over with that dribbling violation. Nandiyan din sina Larry Fonacher, Jared Dillinger, Jason Castro at ang import nilang si Keith Benson. Right away, Kelly Williams, nakita niyo sa background, being redeployed here by Coach Norman Black.
A very quiet game para kay Ranical.
Yap over to Devance. Dillinger all over him. Devance looking for a way. Ranidel stretches out for the rebound. 46-41 ang nasa ating talaan. TNT down by 5. Castro on the move, almost losing his footing.
Looks like that's James again.
That is on Yap. That'll be foul number 4.
And you know, this is James Yap's own undoing. If you get a chance to take a look at this foul, because he has had a penchant of trying to swipe the ball when he's just a help defender instead of using his feet. Ang ginagamit na yung kamay niya. The last 2 fouls na nakuha niya ay foul na sundot.
Hindi kaya yung sinasabing hip injury natin ni James Yap is bothering his lateral movement din, kaya sumusundot na lang?
No, you can say that, but I don't think that's an excuse. But you know, because if you just have to be very disciplined na wag sumundot.
46-42 is the score. Baba sa 4 ang abante ng San Mig. James Yap still on the floor. PJ Simon already waiting in the wings. James, no good on the shot. Pingris is fouled on the follow.
Good energy on the part of Mark Pingris, and it's all started in the second quarter kung saan nabigyan siya ng bola sa ilalim, and since then he has been more aggressive getting rebounds and more aggressive trying to get the basketball even in post positions.
Third personal foul whistled on the talking text import Keith Benson, as PJ Simon, as we expected, is now back in the game para kay James Yap. Ping misses on the second, actually missing both.
Not had a good free throw shooting day, Mark Pingris. 3 out of 4. Sorry, 1 out of 4.
De Ocampo from the left. The floater doesn't work. Fonacher with yet another rebound on top of Simon.
Sabi mo nga, no, sa mga local, siya yung may pinakamaraming rebound para sa talking text.
Almost 7 per outing para dito kay Larry. Kelly lines it up a bit short, pero it ends up with him again. Castro on the move. Scoops it up and in. Tutungo pa siya sa 15-foot line for a bonus.
Talking text has been dominant in terms of rebounding simula no second quarter. In the first quarter, 0 offensive rebounds. After that, they've had multiple offensive rebounds. Multiple attempts means more chances, or actually more chances of not seeing the blur.
Mintis nga lang yung bonus para dito kay Castro. Pero baba na sa 2 abante ng Mixers. Bulls attacking Kelly.
Well, got 2 hands on the hip. That's why Kelly's going to be called for that foul. The thing with Denzel Bowles is, pag nakita mo siya, titingin-tingin mo, ipa-power ka niya. But other than that, he actually has a good first step to get around the defenders.
30-second timeout sent by the Mixers.
30-second timeout requested by Coach Tim Bone. How about Kelly Williams, Jason, has yet to make a field goal dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup. This is only his 3rd game dahil namintis ka niya yung una because of he missed a flight or something like that, if we're not mistaken. Pero yung defense niya, still there, his rebounding is down. He's still making his presence felt.
Kelly Williams, you look at how he played in the first conference, at halos hindi mo mapansin. But when you look at his stats, it was very solid in that first conference. But here in the second conference, stat-wise, sabi mo nga, hindi pa nakaka-field goal so far. Ilan na total niya? 0 out of
14 na ngayon.
14.
0 for 11 before tonight. 0 for 3 in this particular game. And for more on the machine gun, puntahan natin si Jessica.
Nung nakausap ko si Kelly Williams, sabi niya, yes, he's still going through an adjustment phase. Nga sabi mo, he jumped right into it with Keith Benson when he came back from his vacation. And ganoon daw talaga when there's an import around, he feels like he has to adjust his game a little bit. But he's not worried. He feels like he's doing what he's supposed to do. Nagba-box out naman daw siya. And he feels like he'll get into it as the conference progresses, guys.
Thank you, Jessica. Same thing that Sonny Toss is trying to do over at Alaska, averaging just around 2 rebounds per ball game. Pero yung box out kasi yung tinatrabaho nila, tinahayaan nila yung import na makarebound.
But on cue, ang pinansin natin, hindi pa nga nakaka-field goal. Itong si Kelly Williams, nakakuha siya ng first field goal niya.
After scoring just on free throws before that,
Ball number 12, Larry Bonachère. That's his first word.
Bonachère whistled for his first.
But it's not an easy field goal because ito, sariling kayod to. You know, you're not a one-time MVP for nothing.
Deer in headlights ang nangyari doon kay Joe Devance. Parroca unleashes a three. Just a throw.
Napakalaking bagay yon sa kumpiyansa ni Baroka at sa kumpiyansa rin ni Coach Tim kay Baroka. Baroka has struggled all throughout the conference, only averaging 2 points a game. Remember, Sunmake Coffee, they have gone all in dito kay Mark Baroka in terms of that point guard spot. Of course, he still have other guys there, but then they need him.
Devance on the move. Scoops it up and in. Pero interest na yun ni Baroka kanina. Binabanggit mo nga struggle. He was 0 for 7 before tonight. So first triple then para dito. Kaya Baroka for the Commissioner's
And you
Cup.
almost felt like it almost felt like he fell off a cliff from how he played, as we see this Benson how he played in the semifinals against Rain or Shine to how he started this year.
Nawala na nga dyan from last season, Joshua Urbistondo, and then mid-season, nawala si Jonas Villanueva. You think the pressure got to Baroka na siya na talaga yung naging main point guard?
You know, it can never tell and what goes on in the mind of the player, but then it's a different scenario pag ikaw lang talaga nandyan.
Pingris finding the bucket there. RDO whistled for the personal.
Back-to-back good things from Mark Baroka. Kanina nakita natin, 3-point shot. You got to start hitting that 3-point shot. Defense respects that shot. And then you give it over to your teammates for easy bucket.
Parang nanunumbalik na yung tapang ng kapit ni Baroka. 54-48 is the score. Long attacks down by 6. Kelly Williams aararo sa depensa ni Ping. Nalabas na yung bola di sa baseline. Bago naman masalo ni Bowles ang bola.
So far, Sunmake Coffee, throughout this year, throughout this conference, they've had their dry spells. Hindi pa nangyayari dito. And that, you know, it's quite surprising. Bakit? Because they didn't really have a lot of time to adjust. Simula nung talo nila against Rain or Shine.
Bowles in trouble. Gets it to Devance. Porter shoot. Pingris has to put it up. Ball fake. Jump hook. No go. Del Campo para sa rebound. Here's Castro. Gets it across. Pingris will meet him. Lafleur kontra Sakuragi. He launches a three. Jason Castro drills it.
He's getting close to unguardable when he's able to make that shot. Dahil alam mo, may quickness shot. There's not a lot of people na masasabayan siya laterally. So you have to give him enough space. But that's in front of Mark Pingris. That's yung tira na yun. Ang hirap mo.
14 points in total na para dito kay Jason Castro. 6 here in the third. Pingris underneath. Had to dribble that one out. Barroca, holy ka ni Castro! Barroca could not believe it.
That's just quickness on the part of Jason Castro, not giving up on that play.
Hauled away from the other side. Ano,
Actually, and yes, it was a good call dahil natamaan si Baroka yun palabas.
Castro, gustong bawian ni Barroca. 10 to shoot para dito sa tropa. Fingris now, switching out on him. Castro extricating himself. Pull at tayo natin kasi Oragi. Shot clock is at 2. Benson has to put it up on the run. Puro board. Napunta na sa San Mig Coffee ang bola. DJ on the other end. Out to Barroca. San Mig Coffee will look to reset. Less than 6 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Quick spin, Bowles, pull up. No. Kelly for the board. Coach Norman wanting to talk things over now as they are still down by 3 points, 54-51. Timeout muna para sa pocket test.
Init na, nag-signing sa labas ha. Parang, summer's right at the door.
Isa na no? Pero dito sa loob ng dito, palagi namang malamig. Pagka nanood kayo ng live PBA action, Wednesday, we're going to be back here as Larry Panasher scores his first field goal. He's got 3 total for this game. Abana sa isang abante ni San Mig. Simon may tanga ng bola. PJ down the gut of the deep. Patarin kay Benson. What an emphatic block. Panasher stop and pop 3. Bang!
Stop the ball. Rule number 1, you don't do it. Larry realizes he has enough space, able to knock it down.
Hawk and Tex reclaims the lead. Unang tikim mula ng second quarter of action. 56-54. Bowles on the move, trying to out-muscle Kelly Williams. Ball is loose, Kelly to the blur. RDO running with him, Castro all the way. RDO is there to clean it up. Pero no count yun, meron na raw foul.
That's his first
Another look at that Benson block. Almost sending it into the stands. And Larry Panasher makes him pay over at the other end. Hindi nga siya na-check nung pinawit niya yung bola. Rafi Rivas checking back into this contest. Papalitan na si Bowles. Alex Malyari likewise being redeployed.
Denzel Bowles scoreless in this quarter. And also another thing that's happening is pag hinahawakan ni Bowles ngayon, dahil ang ganda ng nilaro na ng second quarter, the rest of his teammates are caught watching him. Nanonood na lang at pinaantay kung anong gagawin niya and almost expecting him to score. Then what that does is it takes you away dun sa sistema nila.
Evans may tanga ng bola. Bing looking for Rivas. Simon galing sa handoff. Kelly to beat. Simon with a pull-up. PJ delivers.
Better shooting day, or if not the best shooting day of PJ Simon so far in this conference.
58-56. That brings the Mixers to within 2 points. Coach Norman Black marking out instructions from the sidelines. Castro against Malyari, wanting to use speed.
Confidence to go 1-4 flat because they feel Jason has the speed advantage here, but actually Alex does a good job.
Henson trying to give them those 2 points on the follow is fouled. Keith Benson is at the line for 2 shots. Quietly already with a dozen points. A couple of dunks there to go along.
So kung titignan, hindi mo nga maalala masyado yung mga mintis niya. Actually, pati yung mga shoot niya hindi masyado. Except doon sa mga dunks niya, no?
Swabe lang, silent operator. The most emphatic thing I remember was that big block.
And Talking Texas is a team that can get away with an import like that dahil nga may identity na sila.
As we remind everybody na hard-hitting punches ang muling mapapanood sa Active. Isang matinding boxing match sa pagitan ni Cornelius Bundraj at Isha Smith ang bibida sa big-time bakbakan. Mamaya na po yan pagkatapos ng inyong Super Bowl Sunday alas 9 ng gabi. Dito lang sa Active.
Talking Tex quietly trying to get some separation between them and San Mig Coffee. You can see it's a 12-2 run so far.
Biggest lead of this game has only been 6 points both sides. Nakapagtala na ng ganyang klaseng kalamangan. Look at Devons going up and under. Benson for the rebound.
And the big lineup of Talking Tex has been able to stymie the same big lineup of San Mig Coffee.
Alapag lobs it over to the corner. RDO puts it on the floor. Scooping it up and out. Rebound na kanino. Merong foul.
Gonna be against Benson. Seems like pushing the back.
Pang-apat na personal foul yan para dito kay Keith Benson. That should spell trouble para dito sa tropa. Papalitan mo na siya ni Aluseni.
Coach on the black for his second to a foul.
Warningan pa si Coach Norman for presenting to that last foul called on Benson. As La Horda checks in para dito naman kay Ping. Let's see what Sanmig does. Sila pinahinga lang nila si Denzel Bowles. Etong si Keith Benson sa kabilang dulo, forced to sit out the rest of this third quarter, as we can imagine, dahil sa kanyang 4 personal fouls. Devance against Dillinger. It's been the matchup. Kanina pang first half. Shuffles it out. Malyari to Simon. Here's a 3. No go. La Horda picks it up. Tutok ang tira. Nagmintis pa. Alapag to Dillinger. Hindi nila nakita si Reyes dito sa kanang bahagi. Aluseni. Ayaw talaga. Talking Tex will reset. Ayun na naman yung offensive rebounding, Jason.
Yes, that's a huge difference in this game.
Dillinger for 3. Malyari collars it. Siya na nagtatawid ng bola para dito sa Mixers. Malyari to La Horda. Back to Alex. Abdul away from play. Dillinger and Devance get entangled. It's a personal foul on JDB. Timeout para dito kina Coach Tim, going down by 4 points, 60-56. Tipin natin ano nangyari. Sa uling pagkakataong yon, Dillinger, Devance, bakbakan sa pwestuhan. Devance, napanood ko kanina umaga yan, armbar lock. Bakit Dillinger? Referees tapping him out. At bago pa man tayo magpatuloy sa aksyon, nais muna nating batiin mula sa buong puwersa ng Active ng maligayang kaarawan ang TNT Governor na si Sir Ricky Vargas. Siya rin po ang AP APAP President. Happy birthday po, sir. At si Vito Palagada, our boss, Bobby Barrero, Commissioner Road,
Rabah Al-Husseini for his squad. He's just trying to fit in at the moment. Not bad minutes given up by him.
2-minute warning coming up. Yan na lang ang natitira sa ating third quarter. PJ with a one-hander.
And this is how Sanmig Coffee was built. The pag-final si James Cup, they need PJ Simon. And PJ Simon, for today, he has delivered.
Talking Tex, abante pa rin ang 4 na puntos. Aluseni on the curl is fouled. Beautiful pass coming from the Mighty Mouse.
His second, that's foul number 5 and second copy. With 3 points for Wala Al-Husseini.
Waba Aluseni still feeling his way around Talking Tex here, Jason. Has not really found a permanent home. Ito na kaya now that he's back with his college coach. Ayan po, si Sir Ricky Vargas. Happy birthday mula sa buong pwersa ng PBA on Active.
Going back to your question, it's a better opportunity for him. It's more familiar. But of course, it's still going to be difficult because unang-una sa konferensya ito, it's not really tailor-made for a big man to make a comeback or at least to revive his career dahil may mga malalaki doon sa ilalim eh.
Malyari over to Horda. They look for Bowles. Bowles pleading for it. Malyari still with the leather. Ang ganda ng depensa ni Aluseni. Malyari from the outside. Couldn't get the bounce.
It helps because there's also bad spacing on the part of Sanmig Coffee.
Oh, what a pass! Reyes to Gary to drop the deuce. Right in traffic, spreading the eye of the needle. Lahat na ng klaseng cliche pwedeng gamitin. Grabe naman yung pasa na yun.
It's a nice pass, but you know why it became a nice pass? Walang bumaba na naman sa Sanmig Coffee. That's a problem that they've had and they're hoping to fix it.
Alright? We're okay, guys. We're okay. Alright? We gotta tighten up on the defense now. Come on.
Coach Tim trying to give his boys, his 5 on the floor, some confidence dahil itong Talking Tex has stepped on the gas and now has put up the largest lead of the game, 8 points, 66-58.
When you look at how Coach Tim has approached this game, it almost feels like He's coaching this like a Game 7. Kung titignan mo yung number of timeouts na naiiwan sa kanya, he only has 3 left. He's used his full timeout that he has, that's extra pati yung 30 seconds. It's also because when you look at their record, like, ayaw niyang malayo sila.
I like the way that you put it, parang Game 7. Dahil kung Game 7 series to, or Best of 7 series, pag natalo sila dito, talo na sila sa serye. 0-3. Hindi ka pwede ma-0-4. Less than a minute remaining sa quarter number 3. PJ Simon keeping San Mig within striking distance here. Reyes to Dillinger. Fancy pass, blows up in his face. PJ sa kabilang dulo, kasama si Barroca, who gets the finger roll.
And you use a timeout that you usually don't use in the third quarter. Nabuhayin yung team mo and you get a positive result. That's what you want to see if you're Coach Tim.
Around a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the quarter clock. Alapag wanting to make sure they get a nice look here. But a foul will be whistled on Mark Barroca. So that resets the shot clock to 14. Papatay na yan dahil 13.7 na lang natitira. Hindi. So shot penalty. 2 shots for Alapag. And now itong San Mig Coffee will have the last possible shot. Possibly the last shot. Meron na Aban on the floor for the first time para dito kay Dillinger. Both squads are in the penalty, so defensive purposes na gagamitin dito si Aban. 2 for 2, back to a 6-point lead para sa tropa.
It's actually a good call. There was contact, but you see both teams giving up poor fouls out of that high screen and roll.
Now with 7 seconds remaining, Barroca is at the line for 2 shots.
Let's see if Coach Tim tries to steal some minutes of rest para kay Denzel. Remember, Denzel Bowles, he's still trying to find yung kanyang conditioning.
Pero si Yancy kakapirasong segundo nakuha.
Gotta put in your best defensive unit here. You don't want to have talk and text come in at tapos sila pa yung makakuha ng last shot.
Pingris gets that rebound. Akala niya paubos na ang oras. Here comes Alapag trying to beat the buzzer. No go for the Mighty Mouse. So at the end of the first 36 minutes of action, it is the Tropang Texers now up by 5 points, 68-63. Signal nila, patuloy ang paglakas on this Super Bowl Sunday inside the Smart Araneta. They've been getting it from everywhere. Kelly Williams naka-score na. Larry Ponasher hurting them with that stop and pop, and the passing and the running of Talk-and-Text has definitely proven deadly. San Mig will have back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum sa pagbubukas ng final quarter ng ating Super Bowl Sunday. Big game. James Yap has played limited minutes so far because of foul trouble. 11 minutes in the first half. Dalawang minuto lang nalaro to start the third quarter before he picked up his fourth. Now he will try to be making up for lost time.
You want to look at the silver lining para dito sa San Mig Coffee. James Champ is coming in fresh.
13 minuto pa nga lang ang kanyang floor time dito. Let's see what he can do as he is joined on the floor by Barroca, Bowles, De Ocampo, and Nahorda. Turnover. And Talk-and-Text to open this final frame.
Good idea on the part of Ryan Reyes. Just not on the same page with Al Husseini. Maybe just a step away from where Ryan Reyes wanted him to be at.
Those two are joined on the floor by Aban, Cari, and Alapag. At para malaman natin ano nangyayari sa kampo ng SMC, puntahan natin si Jessica.
Now before tonight, low energy lagi mga huddles ng San Mig Coffee. Pero ngayon kitang-kita mo na mas confident na sila. They're doing little things like rooting for each other, giving each other those high fives and everything. Pero sabi ni Coach Tim Code, he needs them to get deeper in the post, not to settle for jump shots so that they can take over this fourth quarter, guys.
Malayong malayo, yung energy. Si Jessica, siya rin na nakatutok sa game nung Friday at the MOA Arena. We should all take her word for it. Nakita din naman natin kanina, ito na San Mig Coffee wanting to really break out of this funk. Pagkakataon nila to score the first 2 points of the final frame. They go to Bowles. Aluseni on him. Bowles failing to score in the third. Gets those 2 points here in the fourth.
You gotta be patient. And remember what Jessica said. Get to the post, get deep post position, because they're the bigger team right now. Lalo-lalo na, wala yung import ng Talk and Text.
Denzel, 15 points in the first half, none in the third. Natagdagan na niya ng dalawa here in the fourth. Carry, shot put from the elbow. No, Bowles for the rebound. Here comes Sammy Coffee. James against Reyes. Yancy, gustong atakihin na ito si Carey. Dale Campo, back to the basket, basketball. Shovels it over. Denzel for the reverse pick, a son of a foul.
Hindi mo masyado pinapansin. But you know what? First we look at Denzel Bowles, sariling kayod. Game going underneath, he gets his 2 points. But also there's a lot of help coming from Yancy Del Campo. Just good eyes on his part. Denzel Bowles with 2 points for himself.
What a hugot para kay Coach Tim Cone. Yancy hindi ginamit in the first 2.5 or almost 3 quarters. Late third na pinasok and now being effective, especially with that pass and attracting the double here in the fourth. Tabla na tayo at 68. First deadlock mula nung 46. Alapag through a Williams pick. The Mighty Mouse finding Aluseni. Kick out pass. Dillinger cross court. Reyes for 3. Bang!
Patience, faith in each other. Kita mo, yung bola pumunta sa ilalim, lumabas, and they eventually find a good open look.
How will Sandvik respond? They immediately go to Monster Bowles. Trying to spin baseline, held back by Aluseni.
And Aluseni, this is a process. He's never a great defender, but that is something that he has to learn pag nandito siya sa Talk and Text. Lalo-lalo pag may is dito sa konferensyang ito, he's gonna have to defend the bigger imports.
There is Kelly Williams. Looks like he was also talking to Rabana. I was right there. I was going to help on that baseline. Relax lang kid, and he's now replaced by Keith Benson. Bowles against Kelly. Spin, faking a spin. Denzel. No, Benson for the rebound.
Shot because you're fading away.
Alapag in the front court. James Yap to beat. Using his speed. The Mighty Mouse goes out. Dillinger for 3. Hot that time around. Williams and Baroka getting entangled, and that's a foul on the machine gun.
Kenny Williams actually very lucky not to get called for a delay of game because he kicked his basketball. They're actually going to call it.
Using profane language pa. Ang naitawag sa kanya. Kelly Williams letting his frustration out here. Let's see if Baroka can make him pay.
You see that it is a growing frustration for Kelly. Dahil alam natin, very unlike him. Lalo-lalo na yung tinawag sa kanya using profane language.
You can have a look at it on the right side.
You can see that Mark Baroka actually has his hand right there. And he's holding on to Kelly's right hand with Baroka is using his right hand to hold Kelly's right hand.
Tawag doon, nakaisa si Mark Baroka. 2-point ball game. Sandvik for the tie. James off the glass, malakas. Ball sails out of bounds, still in favor of the guys in white.
Coach Norman hoping to bring back some sanity, at least on his side of the floor, bringing back Jason Castro. He's been the unguardable one dito sa laro na to.
Lazy pass taken away by Benson. Baroka double black eye para sa kanya as he commits the foul. Jared Dillinger shaken up.
That is a surprise kung paano naabot ni Benson yun. When you're about close to 7 feet, when there's a bounce pass malapit sa paa mo, kadalasan hindi mo mahahabol yun.
Ang baba pa talaga ng bounce pass no? Talagang iniiwas sana yun ni Baroka. The ball is now with TNT. Castro through a Benson pick. Benson slides. Castro puts it up. No. Rebound. Bowles taps it to Baroka. Baroka realizing they didn't have the numbers. They look to set it up. Del Campo, elbow jumper, within. Bodies on the floor. Bowles in traffic trying to operate, and he is fouled.
Ito yung binibigay ni Denzel Bowles para sa Sandvik Coffee. He is a presence inside. Although it doesn't seem like yung talagang he wears his emotion on his sleeve, he's able to excite his teammates because he does the big plays.
Oh, what a move by James Young! faking off his defender out of his socks. Tied at 71, ikasampung deadlock ng ating bakbakan. Benson spinning against Bowles, rims out. Yancy for the rebound. There comes San McCoffey looking to reclaim the lead. Barroca on the run, gets the basket.
It's been a while since San McCoffey has been in a position like this in the fourth quarter. But the reason why they're in a position like this in the fourth, nagtutulungan sila, sharing the basketball, getting it to James Yap, and then allowing James Yap to create after that. But don't forget about Mark-Andy Barroca. He struggled for most of the conference, but gets to a spot where he's comfortable, gives his team the lead.
Sulit na sulit ang effort and cost of admittance ng lahat na nagpunta dito sa loob ng Big Dome. What a ball game we are witnessing here. As James Yap looks like he picks up his fifth personal foul. So big game James once again trooping to the bench. PJ Simon back on the floor. Aanim na puntos pa lang para kay James. 4 in the first quarter and 2 just moments ago. Kelly Williams on the move, on that baseline, puts it up. Nowhere to go. Here comes Simon. PJ to Bowles. Yancy underneath. Couldn't buy a basket. And Barroca bowls over Punisher. Pangalawang takedown na ni Barroca. Yung kanina si Dillinger, ha? Sinagasaan din niya.
A couple of guards are already in foul trouble para dito sa San McCoffey. You know about James Yap. He has 5. Mark Barroca, meron ng 4. This is where the foul happened. You see him grabbing the shirt.
Hawak yung jersey nila rin Punisher. Pocket X misses.
The box out on the part of Yancy.
Barroca goes deep to Bowles against 2. Denzel. No. Castro to Dillinger on that left corner. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining in what has been a dogfight of a game.
At para sa San McCoffey, you look at that lineup, ang mga tumutulong sa kanila, Yancy De Ocampo, and on the other hand, you also have other guys that are in the second unit. This is a full second unit other than Barroca and their imports.
Yancy against Benson. Bowles try to get a space. 2 to shoot. Denzel Biten. Yancy underneath. Gets the basket against Benson.
And how huge has Yancy De Ocampo been? And I'm not talking about size. I'm talking about performance dito sa araw na to.
Castro in traffic. Blocked by San McCoffey. Barroca will look to set things up. Bowles will offer the pick. Mark-Andy on the move. Gets it to Bowles. The defense reacting to PJ Simon on the wing, giving Bowles that space to operate. 30-second timeout requested by TNT.
Now for things to turn around, kailangan marami magko-contribute para sa San McCoffey. Yancy De Ocampo heeding the call. Don't forget about Barroca. He's heeding the call as well. He's made shots and he's created shots para sa kanyang mga kakampi.
77-71. All of a sudden, San McCoffey up by 6 points. 6:07 natitira dito sa ating laro. Kanina lang, 6 yung abante ng Pocket X. What a way for San Mc to turn things around. Pingris, ibinalik na para kay Yancy De Ocampo. He troops to the bench. 2 points, 6 rebounds in only 7 minutes, Jason.
And he's fallen out of the rotation maybe because of the struggles with some other teams, especially when they run a lot of pick and roll when he has to play up top. But dito nahahanap na yung formula against Talk and Text kung paano siya makakatulong.
Alapag with a long one. Oh, galing Farmers Market pa yun.
unfazed. You know, this Talkative squad, there's a reason ang dami nila mga championships in the last few years because they're unfazed.
Dami ng pinagdaanan. Swabing-swabe lang. Goals. Jump hook. No. Ranidel clear space against Ping. Alapag has the ball. Baroma meets it. Jimmy with Ping on him. Goes to Benson. Benson against Bowles. Back to the Mighty Mouse. Mind to shoot. Jimmy to the corner. Dillinger for three. Go. Benson stretches. Jimmy. Sobra. La Horda for the rebound. Excellent minutes being given by the second unit of San Miguel Coffee. Being taken out by Funachef, trying to fight through that kick. At dinagasan mo sa pitik. Sa Mark Fingers.
I'm wondering how much Denzel Bowles still has. In the last shot that he had, which was a jump hook, you know, it was really short and it seemed that parang wala siyang legs dun sa tira na yun.
Natin, nagpapakondisyon pa lang din talaga. Etong si Denzel Bowles. Simon to Bowles. Now we get the check. Pull-up jumper. Denzel, no. Kaninang first half, halos hindi siya nagmimintis sa mga ganun jumper. Dito, nag-iba na yung pulso. Alapag to Benson on the roll. Tied up by Bowles. Harap-harapan yun. Papailing na lang dun si Keith Benson.
Having a hard time on the offensive end, but he's doing his share on the defensive end. Grabbing that ball away and Benson natapik pa palabas.
DJ sa kabilang dulo. Attacking Ping on that baseline, up by 3 points. Ping against RDO. Jump hook. Sakuragi. Nilawa ng ring. Joe Defense is there to clean it up.
Joe Defense, ang haba ng pahinga dahil sa ganda ng Laureleo na Horda. He's coming in fresh.
He's got a total of 11 points. Sandvig up by 5. Alapag to Benson, trying to carve some space. He's clobbered underneath. Si Baroka ba napituan doon? Denzel Bowles whistle. First personal foul. Benson cool on the stripe under the gun. He goes 2 for 2.
2 for 2 there, but on the flip side now, San Miguel Coffee has that big lineup again, which they had success with. Talkative unable to adjust yet. They're playing with that small unit. So it's that opportunity ulit para kay Joe o kaya kay Pingris to go deep into the post and get the ball right there. That's exactly where they're going.
Evans almost losing his footing. They turn it over. Reyes on a 3-on-2, taking it to the rack. 5th personal foul is whistled on Mark Baroka.
Yeah, you know, the idea was there, but the pass was lacking para dun sa San Miguel Coffee. Right there, Talkative knows that they're going there, and then after that, it's a turnover. Very hard to stop a team after a turnover.
Ryan Reyes taking care of the first. 3:32 remaining inside a Smart Araneta Coliseum. And Reyes can make this a 1-point ball game if he makes the second.
Right there, you see Kelly Williams papasok para palitan si Ryan Reyes. So again, San Miguel Coffee has that opportunity to go get that basketball where they feel they have an advantage of height-wise.
Baroka looking for Devance. Reyes caught pulling him. Nandun talaga pupunta. Sinabog Slim Cone.
You know, because that window is closing. Because Coach Norman Black sees it at gusto na rin magpalit ng tao.
Now with both squads in the penalty.
You know, it's always a tough guard when you're underneath right there and you're undersized and you're trying to go over the top. Referees do not really like to give that foul or usually give that foul dun sa nandun sa likod, even if minsan malinis.
Si Alapag ang pinalitan dito ni Kelly Williams. Castro will assume point guard duties. Mintis
two
pareho para kay Devance.
Napakasakit doon para sa San Mig Coffee because you want to at least make it a 2-point game.
Just over 3 minutes remaining. What is looking like another epic encounter here at the Big Dome. Castro to the right side. RDO. Go. Bulls secures that board.
At saka ang ganda ng gamit ng katawan niya. He just kept Benson behind him.
Devance. So atakin ito si Kelly. Maroka gets it over to Bulls. No look pass to Ping. Bulls is there. Pumaso!
Denzel Bowles is back where he's comfortable at. This is the first attempt. Good defense. But then, Denzel Bowles, too big, too strong. 2 points.
Bonus free throw coming up para dito kay Denzel. 24 and 21 already. Gawin mo 25 points. Now Sandvik will be sitting on a 4-point lead. Falcon Tex has just over 2.5 to try and make it up. Castro to De Ocampo. Bothered by Sakuragi. RDO picked up his dribble. Castro has 8 seconds to work with. Castro for 3. No. Bulls once again outboxing Benson for his 22nd rebound of the game.
And he's got perfect vision, a 20-20 game para kay Denzel Bowles.
Maroka losing that pass. Reyes behind the back.
Oh.
Everything but the shot para dito kay Ryan.
And what's the beautiful thing about this, as this goes out of bounds, referees will get to take a look at this one. Everything, like you said, lahat na ng tama ginawa ni Ryan Reyes. Ang problema lang, ayaw siyang kampihan ng ring.
Sorry miss para dito sa tinaguriang Energizer. And because we already hit the 2-minute warning, 1 minute and 59 remaining, pwede nga i-review ng ating officials kung kanino nga ba ang bola.
And look like it's going to be an easy call. It should go the way of San Mig Coffee. But what it does also, naalala mo, konti na lang ang timeout ng San Mig Coffee. Oportunidad para makadraw up sila ng play dito sa review na to.
Ball goes to the San Mig Coffee Mixers, up by 4 points. They can put a world of pressure on Falcon Tex if they can come up with a big basket here.
You can see the resets, hinabol na in terms of dami ng timeouts ng Falcon Tex sa San Mig Coffee because of that the runs that San Mig Coffee had within this fourth quarter.
Pressure in the backcourt being applied here. Joe Devance forced to burn another timeout. Coach Tim Cone galit na galit dahil hindi na-realize kagad ng kanyang 5 na hindi sila maka-inbound ng bola. 30-second timeout will be burned, Jason.
Didn't want to burn that because you want to be able to have a bag of timeouts, a bigger bag as possible when it's a close game.
Big, four, Joe, and Denzel. All right, we're here. Right here. All right here. We'll do our three. Our three. One down, sprinters. All right, beat it.
It's also got to be noted, Jason, Coach Tim Cone going with the 5 that has played the best here tonight. James Yap not part of this finishing kick dahil nga he hasn't really gotten himself going because of fouls.
Ang hirap naman nun. And to be fair also, PJ Simon has played solidly when he's been on the floor.
13 points in total para dito kay PJ. Mark Baroka with 9 points. Sama nila sina Bowles, Ingris, and Devance. Denzel with a pull-up. Gets the 2 points! The range is back all of a sudden para kay Monster Bowles.
San Mig Planet loving Denzel Bowles. But you know what? Ang mga tropa, I don't think they want to see him anytime soon.
Silipin muna natin ang ating Prestone Cool under pressure play at ang starring dito si Denzel Bowles coming to save the day after that ping miss. Brought to you by Prestone Coolant. Prevents overheating, works better than water alone. Now in a cool new packaging. 84-78, San Mig Coffee up by 6 points, 1 minute and 51 remaining in this game.
You know, if you've been watching the San Mig Coffee team, this might come as a surprise dahil nung Biyernes lang, they got blown out of the gym nung nakalaban lang rain or shine.
In all honesty, walang kabuhay-buhay yung nilaro nila doon.
Yes, and all of a sudden, they've turned things around. Keith Benson with a solid effort. But on Denzel Bowles' part, that is just an effort na talagang pang-best import ang dating gaya ng ginawa niya nung nandito siya nung huli.
The monster is back para dito sa San Mig Coffee. He won Best Import wearing the BMEG jersey. Pero dito, in only his second game, 2020 na nga ang pinapakita niya. Talk and text though, always a threat on any given situation. Alapagdo was threatened and he was forced to call a timeout.
And again, it is the commitment of both the primary defender and then Denzel Bowles, who was the guy that came from that pick and roll. No choice for Jimmy because naipit siya doon sa kanto.
Coach Norman Black will burn his penultimate timeout, 30-seconder. Isang full na lang ang matitira para sa kanila. Ang San Mig Coffee bigla na lang lumamang pa. May dalawang timeout pa sila.
Going straight down. Okay, Jimmy. Jason, ball fake. Screen for Larry. He's coming out to the corner.
It's 84-78. San Mig Coffee looking to protect the 6-point lead. Talk and text looking to dig even deeper into their vast experience to try and pull this off. Fonacher will come out, taking the three. Larry on the run. Benson from the elbow. No! Stepans for the rebound.
Sa maganda ng ginawa ng San Mig Coffee in this fourth quarter, it's been one and done para sa Talk and Text. They've really done a good job of getting those defensive rebounds.
DJ gets it to Baroka. San Mig has 10 seconds to burn. Baroka asking for the pick. Tatabigan ni Alapag. Ball sails out of bounds in favor of Talk and Text. But the referees can't review that.
They're going to review this, and Talk and Text would be wise to run over to Coach Norman real quickly and try to get some directions here dahil iisa na lang ang timeout ng Talk and Text.
Coach Timcon also realizing that fact, calling in his troops. Ang bilis na kita ng ating referees kung kanino nga bang possession. So both squads will have to come back on and be ready for action. A minute and 19 remaining. Talk and Text looking to give themselves a shot.
You almost feel it's a must-make dito Magu para sa Talk and Text.
Not necessarily needing a three, Jay, just need a basket. RDO, can he deliver? Gets the reverse off the glass.
Like you said, doesn't matter if it's a 3 or a 2. Ang kailangan ng Talk and Text doon, 2 points ang maganda pa para sa kanila, 2 points na mabilis.
Baroka to Ping. Sasabayan ni Benson. Ping goes the other way using the rim to protect the ball.
Composure, ang laki ni Benson nandun, but Pingrish with enough composure.
Castro, Inararo, si Baroka gets a quick 2, but now they need a stop. 50 seconds remaining sa ating Super Bowl Sunday. Baroka barely gets it across. No fouls being given up. TNT wanting honesty. Bulls is fouled. And with both teams in the penalty, doesn't matter if that was in the act of shooting. Bowles delivers on the first.
And again, Denzel Bowles with free throws in a crucial time.
Ang number 1 student ni Chard Nose free throws, delivering once again from that 15-foot line. (88-82) San Mig Coffee back up by 6. Talk and Text, what will they have up in their bag of tricks?
You know, with the last time out, you have to think that Talk and Text needs a 3 right here. But wala na silang, they can't advance the basketball anymore, and they have to find a way to eat into this lead.
Last time out na nga to para dito sa Tropang Dexter. Sammy Coffee with 2 full ones. We take a look at etong sinabi ni Ping before this game or after last Friday's blowout. Hindi daw si Bowles yung problema. Nahawalan daw si Bowles do sa problema ng laro ng locals. And what a way for everybody up and down the order to respond.
Today they finally get in the 80 region, something that they have not done offensively so far. And, you know, that system, champion na sila dyan eh. Hindi mo lang pwede sabihin na pagkatapos ng tatlong konferensya, masama yung sistema. Nung huli nga, number 1 sila, or they were the top 2 of the Philippine Cup when it came to standing. So you can't say it's the system. So there must be something done in terms of the players, in terms of the attitude that they bring to the game. And it's nice to know that you have players like that, like Mark Pingris, who will point and look at themselves first before looking elsewhere para sa solusyon.
Notably absent pa sa local support yung ambag ni James Yap, stuck at 6 points because of foul trouble. Played less than 15 minutes of action. Alapag against Malyari now. Ball switching out on him. The Mighty Mouse gets it to Castro. Puts it on the floor. The blur, no. Kanya rin yung rebound. Puts it up. Wala! Rebound, Bulls, and that should do it. San McCoffey will finally barge into the win column dito sa Commissioner's Cup. The exclamation point mula kay Sakuragi.
You know, ang laking bagay na si Denzel Bowles, when they play pick and roll, he's able to step out. Because what happens is, pinupulot ng mga gwardya yung bola para pick and roll pag si Denzel Bowles because he's willing to move his feet to be able to play good defense.
90-82, San McCoffey nakapulot na ng panalo. They finally get what they have longed for after 4 contests, Jason.
It's a much different team, Magu, from what we saw noong unang tatlong laro. And when you turn things around, despite only having 1 practice day, that's a testament to the makeup of this team, from the coaching staff all the way to the players.
How about the way they dominated the boards, especially late in this contest? Talagang binabanggit mo nga kanina, 1 and done na lang yung talk and text in that stretch.
Now, not really more of dominance, but more of taking care of business ang ginawa nila, because they were actually dominating the boards early in the game, and then they eventually took care of business.
And it's got to be Monster Bulls, our best player of the game, 29 points, 23 rebounds. Less than 48 hours ago, Denzel, your team looked like they were playing lifeless ball. How did you guys turn this around this quick?
Coach Tim really motivated us, and he told us never give up. And he had teams like this before, and we know how to win. We just had lost a couple games, but we really are winners.
Denzel, what about the familiarity? Back in the same venue that you're comfortable with, and also a team that you were able to win in your last game in the Philippines.
Right, it felt really good. When I got going, I felt like the old me, you know, so that was really what I needed, was to make some shots. Last game, I forced a lot of things, and today I felt like I did a lot better.
Here's your chance, Denzel, to thank everybody. They've made it known they wanted you back over social media, and here's your chance to invite everybody your next game Saturday.
Thanks, BMAC fan, San Miguel Coffee fans. I love y'all. I'm glad y'all wanted me back. Shout out to my mom and everybody watching back home. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Denzel, and congratulations to San McCoffey and San McCoffey Planet. Sa ngalan ni Jason Webb, ni Jessica Mendoza, ng producer natin na si Randy Victoria at director natin na si Sir Dong Kapinpuyan. Stand by for the Active Center. Maglumarjo, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. This has been a Sports Spy production of the PBA on Active.